made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, when you can run the football like this, everything is at your disposal. You can go play action. You can throw it down the field. This offensive line is doing a great job. Huge hole in the back. He's being explosive.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Pressure is coming. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense in a good spot here on 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard completion. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
What a play by this defensive back in man-to-man coverage. They're trying to get the ball outside and just allow the wide receiver to work one-on-one, but the DB makes the play. That is a terrific tackle in space.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. That's caught. It's Frazier. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, Chris, in modern football, having a back that can catch the ball out of the backfield is not just a luxury, it's a necessity, and here's the reason why. You can't defend everything as a defense if the back can be a threat, and here on 3rd down, he's able to move the chains with a nice completion.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get in the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch. This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on 1st down. This offense continues to just gain yards on 1st down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that is such good timing by the defender. Chris, they're trying to get the ball to the tight end, but right as the ball arrives, you can tell there's some contact there, and he's able to jar it loose and create the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. It's a keeper. Can he make it? And they'll make the tackle, but he'll bring up 4th down. They are in field goal range.
Well, Chris, this defense is doing a really good job of being assignment sound. The quarterback has nowhere to go. He can't really get the edge. He's just got to dive up in the middle of the field. This defense, if they continue to do this, they're going to have a good day.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. Trying to knock it through from 48 yards away. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets you started on the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the pressure's on. They're going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Got to have your head on a swivel as a quarterback outside of the pocket. I feel like he does a nice job here, Chris. Look, he gets what he can get, and then he just gets down and avoids the big hit. That's a nice job.
Here's the 2nd down play. They'll run it here. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Great job up front by this defensive line, these linebackers. You can see that this quarterback was a bit confused. He hands the football off on the RPO, but there's nowhere to go. No gain. Great job by this defense.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Running back has it on a screen now. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling. Now the Bulldogs signal for their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. The Longhorns will send their punt team onto the field. It's a booming punt, showcasing the leg strength. Fielded near the 20. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking for a gap, it's Frazier. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
This is one of the advantages of playing zone defense is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football and create contact to knock it loose.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. With the catch, it's Humphreys. Brought down short of that first down. It's going to set up a 4th and 4. Timeout taken by Texas. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. The Dogs will line up to punt it away. He drives the punt deep. A little bit too much on the punt. It lands just inside the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down, looking for more now. Breaking into the clear. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. 1 more play before they head to the locker room. Here comes a first down pass attempt. A deep shot to the left side. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play. So we'll check that out. And the pass interference with no time on the clock will give them 1 last play here before the break. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half.
10, Georgia, 3.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
The Dogs will kick this away to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Oh, the pocket collapsing. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Dangerous throw. You cannot make that throw. You can't throw it across your body, but in particular when you're getting hit. I really love this pass rush. Look how aggressive they are. They're getting into the backfield, making life difficult on this quarterback. I think they're speeding up his clock. You can tell he's just not thinking the way he normally thinks, because that is not a decision that we've seen him normally make.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
This is the benefit of playing zone defense on 3rd down. Chris, look at the eyes of the defender. They're in the backfield. He can break on the ball, and while it looks like a completion for a first down, he shows up with physicality, knocks the ball loose, 4th down.
This is an absolute boomer of a punt. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Now it's 2nd down here. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They're going to run it. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. The back's got it. Fighting him off.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Well, Chris, they told us they were going to be aggressive on defense, and this is evidence of that. Look at them get in the backfield from the secondary. This is a beautiful job, and it's very difficult to see that from a quarterback's perspective. This is a great job, again, being aggressive and really forcing the action.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. On the run, it's Frazier. Tackled up near midfield at the 48. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Bringing pressure. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, we've seen it all day long. This defense is right time, right place, and again, they hold them. It has been a frustrating day for this offense.
The Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Winston. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short. A lot of options here on 2nd and short. Will they take a shot or try to pick up the first down? Here comes a handoff. A quick juke. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of 3rd down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on 2nd, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here.
He'll pitch it. And he goes out of bounds just past midfield.
Well, that's as easy as it gets for an offense, just handing the football off, the offensive line doing some work. They have done a great job today running the football, and here on 1st down, you move the chains, you just continue to get that ball moving down the field.
Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Scanning the field, it's Manning. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down.
We normally see this guy make this play, and as a big tight end, you've got to play through contact. You've got to expect that you're going to get contacted right when that ball arrives, and it looked like he was almost surprised. He's got to make that catch.
2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. And this pass is on target, caught. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. So Texas has the lead as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Got the 1st down and still motoring. Got an opening here. Touchdown, Longhorns. He barrels into the end zone. For the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's going to have to carry this offense, and wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan, and obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
Extra point try coming now. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Quick throw, the catch is made. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. So 2nd and 6 now. We pick up 4 on 1st. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Running through the tackle. He's got a crease. He's in the clear. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination. The Bulldogs answer back with a score of their own. Shows the power and the speed. Breaks the tackle and then takes it all the way to the end zone. What a running back this guy is.
Chris, just outstanding balance through contact. That's what makes him so difficult to bring down, in particular in space, which is why this defense knew that this was one of the more critical parts of this game. Tackling in space, and they have not been able to do it very well.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point good. They trail now 17-10.
That makes the score Texas 17, Georgia 10.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
I love that this offense and this play caller is not sitting back on this lead. They're being aggressive, and this is a great way to start this drive. I've always felt, Chris, that first down of the drive sets you up for success, so watch out on this series. This offense seems to be in rhythm.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Four-yard gain makes it 2nd down and 6 now. Throwing off play action. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. With a timeout now called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick. He's got nothing to do but protect the football, and thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Boy, tough decision here for the head coach. I think they're probably going to punt this one away, rely on their defense. With this field position, I think that's what they need to do.
The Longhorns will have to punt this one away. Look at the leg strength, a booming punt. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. So 1st and 10 here. Offense desperate to reach the end zone on this drive. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Pass is incomplete, but a flag is down in the backfield. They may have roughed the quarterback. Oh, what a mistake. A 15-yard gift to the offense when you're trying to protect the lead here late in the game. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
This is so valuable for a defense to get the offense off schedule on 1st down. A nice tackle for loss, and now it's 2nd and long.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, he's got to put that one behind him and now move forward for this 3rd down. This is really the most important snap thus far of the game. And as a quarterback, you've got to go out there and really execute. So remember, it's about feet, it's about timing, it's about accuracy. Put all those 3 together.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, they're able to get themselves off the hook. They put themselves behind the chains, an obvious passing situation, which you know you want to avoid, but they're able to still move the chains. That's a good job by the quarterback, finding the open man and then delivering an accurate pass on time, and he's able to move the chains and create a first down.
Looking to throw it again. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Chris, I think it's very difficult to run a screen pass into man coverage because this defender is just keying on the running back the entire time, so he's at the catch point when the ball arrives. It's a good defensive call, there's no doubt, but I think that they need to audible out of this play once they see man coverage.
They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. Timeout call. That's going to be the second for Georgia. They've still got one more left to work with. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Second down after the incompletion. Looking for a man. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, and he can't quite come up with it. That would have been huge. Brings up third down.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the move now.
Chris, this is such a frustrating play for a defense. They do everything right. Coverage unit covers everybody up. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet this quarterback is able to get loose, use his athleticism, and stay ahead of the chains. He makes the offense right, even when the defense is doing its job.
Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare. And the offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. They bring him down, but a nice first down gain in the scramble. He's just short of the marker.
You love to see this as an offensive play caller. Now you're creating second and short. Beautiful scramble by the quarterback. He gets himself up the field. Not quite a first down, but now it's time to take a shot. This is where you go heavy play action and put that ball down the field. Second and short is the perfect time for this play.
And that will wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. It's the Ole Miss Rebels against the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by my fellow Colorado grad, Joel Klatt, and Holly Rose patrolling the sidelines for us. Hey, Holly.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. He knows that there is a lot of motivation behind this game. A Big Ten SEC showdown always gets people talking about bragging rights, particularly because the Big Ten has won the last 3 national championships. They want to make sure that they're showing up and showing they are the big kids on the block right now. We'll see if the SEC team can respond here today. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Holly. The Buckeyes offense making their way on the field today. And welcome to the Rose Bowl, the granddaddy of them all and one of the grandest stages in all of sports. Everyone here today feeling like there's nowhere else they would rather be than Pasadena. Whatever happens on this field, Joel, it seems like it has amplified weight and importance just because it's at the Rose Bowl.
I think it's because the rest of the country is under snow, and here we turn on the TV.
Oh, he takes him again! Breaks into the clear. The 30, at the 20. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Wow, an explosive run, just ripping apart this defense in the opening drive, Joel, and making an early statement.
This is exactly what the coaches mentioned to us. They wanted to establish the run, win the line of scrimmage, and they're able to do this on the opening drive. This defense is going to have to adjust, or this could be a long day.
Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score. Ohio State 7, Ole Miss 0.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Alexander. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense gets their first crack now. This should be fun. A duel of 2 elite running backs, 2 of the best in the country. You don't see too many offenses these days, Joel, led by running backs. We've got a collision of 2 of them today.
Chris, for me, it's very simple today. The back that gets going is going to win the game because these 2 offenses run through these great running backs, and the one guy that can really establish himself and be productive, that team's going to win.
You bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fights off a defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down at the 47.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
Chris, I think the best way to defend these drag routes is getting some contact early in this route. You've got to jam this wide receiver, in particular with his original alignment. If he gets a clean release, you're probably going to get that ball completed as an offense. So jam the wide receiver at the line of scrimmage, play some tight man, and force him to really work for that release.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Really solid stuff from this offense here. Quarterback is making good reads. He sees in the RPO, the run-pass option, that the handoff is there. The defense is back. He gives it to his back, and he picks up a nice gain.
The Rebels looking to cash in this red zone trip. The shotgun running play call. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
I love when a quarterback is careful with the football when he gets down here near the goal line. It's touchdown, check down. I say it all the time. You hear me, Chris, talk about it every time an offense gets in this situation. And here the quarterback doesn't like what he sees, and he's able to get what he can get with his legs, and he turns it into a 1st and goal inside the 5.
Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Got to do a better job of managing that situation as a quarterback. You don't want to take a negative play there on 1st and goal, even if you're outside of the 4-yard line. That ball's got to be thrown away. Remember, it doesn't have to be out of bounds to the sideline like it does in the normal field of play. You can just throw that out of the back of the end zone. It's far easier to manage the situation in this down and distance and in this field position. You just got to do it.
Tackle is made, but the ball will be spotted at the 4.
It's a nice run setting up 3rd down here, and as an offensive play caller, you got to understand, are you willing to go for it on 4th down? I think they should be willing to go for it on 4th down. Even if they don't get it, the opposing offense would have to go 90-plus yards to score.
And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
That is a statement drive in a giant game, going all the way down the field, showing this defense that you can drive the length. I tell you, that is such a confidence builder. They go over to the sideline, they're going to be sky high.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And he knocks it right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Look out, he's got space ahead. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. After a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. To the air, it's Sayin. This time it's complete. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you'd really love to have that one back. This is 3rd and manage. Well, you feel like you can move the chains here. They did a fine job on 1st and 2nd down, putting them in a situation where they've got both the run and the pass at their disposal, and they're unable to connect. He's got to do a better job on 3rd down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. The pass rush closing in. Breaks into the clear. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a 1st down with plenty to spare.
These are the plays that are really hard to design as an offensive coordinator. You just got to trust the quarterback and his training. He's got his eyes down the field, but when he senses that it's not there, he can take off. And then here's the key. A guy that has a nose for the line to gain and can move the chains. This is just good all the way around.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Give this offense a lot of credit. They needed to put together a drive after their defense just gave up the touchdown, and they've been able to do so. Nice 1st down there.
Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
It's so important as a quarterback that you understand the momentum of the game and the possession. And they're able to gain some yards on that last snap and then give it all back on this snap. This quarterback's got to do a better job understanding the situation and maintaining the momentum of the drive.
Second down now after the sack. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him well short of the marker. Brings up 4th down. We'll see if they try out the field goal team. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. The field goal is good. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Back in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
After the 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Alexander. And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their first. Strategy session before this third down play.
When I watch tape of this team, this is one thing that sticks out. It's their timing and execution in the pass game. It looks like a simple curl, but it's thrown right on time. The route is perfect, and it's a first down.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And the catch is made at the 25. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Well, I love that execution on third down. It's about moving the chains, and it's about matchups. He goes to his wide receiver, who you clearly know he loves throwing to in big situations, and they're on the same page again for a first down.
So after the massive play, it's first down just outside the red zone now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What a good response from this defense. After the big play, they're able to get in the backfield and get to the quarterback. I tell you what, that's the mark of a group that just continues to go out there and play in and play out. Beautiful job getting back there, getting to the quarterback.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on, and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Football comes out. Scooped up in the defense. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway.
I don't mind the decision to run there. There really wasn't anything open down the field, but you've got to protect the football once you become a runner. As a quarterback, the number one thing is the ball. You've got to take care of it throwing it down the field. You've got to take care of it when you're a runner. You got to get down or get out of bounds. That is a bad turnover from this quarterback.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Back to pass. It's Sayin. That's caught. It's Smith. Ohio State will call their second timeout. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. So the completion yields 7 yards. Solid gain to set up 2nd and 3. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The receiver makes the catch. Enough for a first down at the 37.
This is great recognition by the wide receiver of the coverage being run, because on a drag route, if it's man coverage, you're going to continue to run. If it's zone coverage, you're going to sit down, and he sits down right here. Quarterback is on the same page, and they're able to get a completion, some yards after the catch, and get a first down.
And now the final timeout taken by the Buckeyes. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on third down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the third down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on first down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on first down is setting them up for success here down the line.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Ohio State 10, Ole Miss 7.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Four receivers split wide on second and inches. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
This is great recognition by this defense. They see the wide receiver screen. They're able to pursue out and get the tackle for loss. They have been running side to side as well as anybody today. I think that the offense needs to get downhill in the run game and run right at them.
It's third down for the offense. Can he make it to the marker? He's got space. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs. And they lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though.
This is exactly what makes this quarterback so effective is you can do everything right down the field. The secondary is preventing this ball from going down the field, and yet he uses the athleticism to get himself into a short yardage. Now, you look at this down and distance, this is a great time to be aggressive, convert, try to do all the things that put pressure on the defense.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking to pass this time. Makes the grab. It's Cunningham. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
You see an offense that runs these drag routes well, it is really tough to stop, almost impossible to stop. And the whole key for the offense is really about timing. It's about the quarterback getting that ball out of his hand on time and then accurately hitting the wide receiver in stride. If that happens, there's really nothing the defense can do.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
He's tackled at the 9-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And that will give them the lead now.
I always talk about vision and patience from a running back, but there's also this other trait that you've got to have to be a great player, and that's a nose for the end zone. And here he's able to take the football, and he finds the goal line, and he puts it across. Beautiful job. This is why this guy is one of the best players in America.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game.
That makes the
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking for some space. It's Jackson. That one takes it across the 30-yard line. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's got it again. No way to run up the middle.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Crucial third down play coming up. Dropping back. It's Sayan. Receiver makes the catch, and that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
No mystery who they're looking to on third down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And it's Ole Miss in front, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Defense is coming after him. The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And they finally feature their elite wide receiver. We've been wondering, Joe, where is this guy? They haven't looked to him that much. May need to make a play to make up this deficit.
And, Chris, I will give this defense credit because they have rolled their coverage over the top of this great wide receiver. But as a quarterback, you're down in this game. Now it's the second half. At some point, you just got to say, I got to go down with my best. You got to target him, and you got to target him often. Chris, as an offense, you've got to have better success on first down. Now it's an obvious passing situation. I've always felt you want to throw the ball when you want to versus throw the ball when you have to. This is a have-to situation, which means that pass rush is going to get going.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking downfield. It's Sayan. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. That moves the football to the 27 and a first down.
Well, Chris, third down is the game within the game, and this is a really nice play call from this play caller, and then solid execution from the quarterback, from the wide receiver on the outside. They're able to find space and get the completion for a first down.
The Buckeyes have first and 10 here. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on third down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on first down. You give up gains like this running the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on first down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Tight end makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, you see this on tape from this offense quite often. Down here in the red zone, they try to get creative in the run game, and this defense was ready for it. When we watched practice, Chris, this week, this defense was focusing on these type of plays specifically, and here they're ready for it.
The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. He puts it on the turf. Falls on it himself to avoid disaster.
Man, I love this pass rush. They are aggressive and they are fast. And here they're able to even get to the football. That is such a lucky bounce for this offense and this quarterback. And he falls on it to retain possession.
Here comes 3rd and long. Trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Here comes the pressure. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
You know, Chris, in the first quarter, I like this decision from the quarterback. You take the points and you kick the field goal on 4th down. But here, trailing in the 4th quarter, you really need to put the ball in the end zone. I would have loved to have seen them be aggressive and at least try to get half of this back so you've got a more manageable 4th down situation.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. Grinding away on the ground. They test the middle there but get nothing. And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their first. Chance to strategize for this 2nd down play. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. Ohio State will call their 2nd timeout. Chance to talk over what they're going to call here on 3rd down. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Didn't get there. Defense makes a great stop. And now the final timeout taken by the Buckeyes. Big 4th down play coming up as they decide what to call. And the Rebels will line up to boot it away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. They'll kick it away here. Ball lands right at the 1-yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sayin. They'll try a pass here. And this time it's complete. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
That's a great start to this drive, and they do not have to panic. There's a lot of time left. Remember, clock stops, the ball goes out of bounds. Clock stops once you get a 1st down. There's a ton of time left. They just need to manage this situation.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, here's the issue with playing man coverage against this specific quarterback in these situations, is that whoever the man player is for the quarterback, this guy is more athletic than he is, and you can see his speed, and he's able to just run for the 1st down. I'd love to see this defense go to zone coverage in these situations. That way you can get more eyes in the backfield.
And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, you're not going to execute this comeback unless you can protect your quarterback. And here he's hit as he throws. If this O-line can give him some time, he's going to be able to find somebody down the field. But again, it always comes down to protection.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. And that will do it for our coverage here. Thanks for joining us. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.